Hey Scarlett, it's July 5th, day after Independence Day. Been on my mind hot and heavy over the last couple days, and I thought that I'd make you another video. Uh, I got out of the place in El Paso, came back to San Angelo to my hometown about a week ago. I've been here. Most of the people that I've reached out to, old and new friends, and a couple family members have been very helpful because I'm broke. Um, Brought me some food and things like that. Been giving me rides to places that I needed to get to. Had the opportunity to go visit my grandfather for the first time in 7 years. It was really good seeing him. Almost started crying whenever I gave him a hug goodbye because it'd been so long since I've seen him, and just so overwhelmed with emotions and everything that's been going on in this place. Halfway house I'm staying in, it's got about 35 people in it or so, at least in the male portion of it. I think there's a women's side as well that probably has about the same amount of people. It's not a bad place. Was sharing a room with a guy. He moved out a few days ago once he got his ankle monitor off, and so I've had the room to myself over the weekend. Been bored, been lonely, been reaching out to people. Like I said, most people that I've talked to have been pretty understanding and pretty helpful with me reacclimating to my hometown. But there's been a few people that I've reached out to that, as a result of the things that I'd done in my past, just really didn't want anything to do with me. And it's difficult for me to accept that I've done so much damage throughout my life because of the decisions that I've made and because of drinking and the things that took place while I was under its influence, that people just don't want to associate with me anymore. They don't want to give me a chance. And it's hard for me to accept that. Your mother's a prime example of that. I know that at this point in time, there's really nothing that I can do to change her heart or her mind when it comes to me. And I know that there's other people that I'm going to come across that no longer want to be a part of my life, regardless of whether or not I'm sober, regardless of whether or not I'm doing good or treating people accordingly. It's something that I've got to accept, and it's hard for me. It's hard for me to do that because I want to be forgiven. I want to be accepted. I want to be appreciated by people just like any other human being on the face of the planet. You know, we all desire having relationships with people and touching base with people from our past, and knowing that there's something there that is from our past that you can lean on. That's one of the reasons why I moved back here in the first place, because it's all I know. I didn't want to go anyplace else and try something new. I've tried the big city thing a couple of times, and I don't want it. It's just too much chaos. There's already so much stacked up against me because of parole and because of the things that I have done in my past, and the fact that I don't really have a foundation to stand on. I've got a job here working at Pizza Hut. I've only worked one day so far this week because of my monitor and because I thought I had another job lined up, and it didn't pan out because I didn't have my driver's license. They needed an ID, and I lost it, or it was confiscated from me. So that's kind of disappointing, because I've got a lot of things that I'm worried about as far as money's concerned, and the rules are much more strict here in San Angelo in comparison to San Antonio's parole system. It's been a lot to take in emotionally, but I'm trying. And I know that I have to let go of my past, and I'm trying really, really hard to do so, and not let things get to me, and not let people not wanting to talk to me get to me. But earlier it just really got to me, and that's when I thought, I really need to make a video for you and let you know that I've been thinking about you, trying to look through pictures and things that your mother has and videos and things like that. Looked up your grandfather and saw that he's doing pretty well for himself and got a company truck, and it looks like his AC company's doing very well. It looks like your family there is doing well, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy that your mother is a good person, and that you're being raised right, and that you don't have to suffer the things that I did as a child, and dealing with an alcoholic father or mother, you're blessed in that respect. And I'm grateful that I made the decision that I did to choose your mother. I think about you all the time. I pray for you. I pray that I have the opportunity to see you someday, and that I can stay out here in society and contribute and grow and prosper and make a life for myself, so that maybe someday I can see you. I love you, and I'll try to do this again in the near future. Bye, Scarlett.